What if you could clone yourself, not once, but hundreds of times, and have each clone send smart, hyper-personalized messages to your leads just like you would? Sounds like sci-fi, right? But it's not, because today, with AI, you can do exactly that. And it's changing how outreach works forever. Hello, I'm Eduardo, Ed for short, and I'm one of the multiple experts at AnyBiz.io, the platform that helps sales teams scale intelligent, personalized outreach using AI. So if you're into smart sales tech, AI for outbound, and real strategies that actually work, hit that subscribe button now. We drop videos like this every week to help you sell more with less effort. And don't forget to like the video. Okay, so the problem is most of outreaches today are either too generic, think of mass blasted templates, or it's just too time consuming to personalize every message manually. And guess what? Buyers can smell copy paste from miles away. That's why reply rates are plummeting and inboxes are getting colder. You're not just competing with other SDRs, you are competing with volume fatigue. But then now imagine you, the real you, crafting perfect messages based on each individual lead's role, company, recent activity, and even tone. But instead of doing this like once per hour, you do it hundreds of times per day. That is what AI SDRs agents from AnyBiz.io does. It's like cloning your brain and putting it to work 24/7. But then I'm talking too much. Let me show you how does it work and how you can set up the perfect AI SDR for your campaigns. First, we go to AnyBiz.io. When you sign up, you will get the screen for starting to set up your AI SDR. The first thing you do is you click on Start Now. You'll be starting your journey, and then after, it will load the page for you to choose your AI SDR agent name. So here I will choose this one and continue. Then we'll have to select what our product is. What is the website, what we do, what do we sell, or what kind of service we do. So then for my example, I'm gonna use warmeat.io for example, and continue. Then AnyBiz by its own is gonna try to retrieve data from your website, and here after it gathers data from your website, you're gonna say what your AI SDR is gonna do. Like, what does he represent? What kind of job title does he have? Here I'm gonna use it as the CEO from warmeat.io. Then the tool by itself is gonna try to tell you what does your business do. Here you can check it, and if anything is wrong or if you want to add anything, you can just type it in, but you can always change it later. Then we continue, and we're gonna tell a little bit more about our business to AnyBiz so it can create the best AI SDR it can. It will create a description for the problem it solves by itself. Again, you can edit, change it later, but here it will search in the web what your website that you put does, and you just help it configure what is the problem it's looking to solve. And then your selling point. What does your company do that is different from the others? Again, it will, as an AI SDR, try to create a description that fits what it looked in the web. It will do it automatically, but you can, again, edit or see if you want to add anything, if you want to remove anything, if anything is wrong, or you want to create something better. But as you can see, it's pretty good and has a pretty good description. And here for me, we'll just continue. Now we can select a list of possible or potential or existing customers, so we can see what is your target audience and what is your ICP, and create a context for what your AI SDR will look like, how it's going to outreach your customers, and what kind of target audience your website has, your service has, your product has. Here you're gonna tell it a few examples. So in my case, I'm just gonna put Apple, for example, just so we can create it and move. Then we continue. And now what kind of prospects we are looking for? What is the job titles of our prospects? What do they do? Where are they? So here I'm gonna select a few. You can select a lot. Here I just selected a few. So let's continue. It's gonna load a little bit. The next page is important because it is how you book calls. So you can paste your meetings links, for example, your Calendly and how do you book meetings. And don't worry about it if you don't have anything in your hands like right now, you can add it later. So I'm gonna continue here. It loads a little bit and then you tell it how you want to get notifications when you have a new prospect, when you reached someone replied to you. So you can get notification by WhatsApp, SMS, by email. You choose what you want to link here and then you continue. Now the agent is already ready to start outreaching. Here AnyBiz will try to see, based on what you said, how many new opportunities you can expect monthly. But again, you can create campaigns separately, look for prospects separately. Like I just looked for prospects in Apple that work on apple.com. So even inside just Apple, with the settings I managed to create so my AI SDR is gonna start outreaching, we already have 8 to 14 possible prospects. And this is not only context based, it's campaign based. You can create different campaigns to outreach different kind of positions, different kind of people. You can be a lot more wide with your search than I was here, and it all depends on your service, on your product, and what you're looking for. And this is the real magic. This is scalable. The agent will pull relevant data from public sources like job posts, funding rounds, recent activity, and weaves that into custom outreach. And again, every message reads like it was written by you. You're gonna configure your AI SDR agent to be just like you, and you can configure a lot. No robotic tone, no cringe templates, and all the outreach is gonna be done without you lifting a single finger. You just configure and boom, let it work. And if this kind of behind the scenes look into how AI can do the selling for you is your thing, then make sure you're subscribed. We got a lot more things like this coming soon. Now, you might say, okay, but I've seen AI SDR tools before doing outreach. What makes AnyBiz different? And then I'll tell you. AnyBiz has end-to-end agent. It doesn't just write, it acts, finds leads, writes, sends, and it follows up. And it has real personalization, not like first name, inside brackets, level stuff. It gets actual contextual hooks based on data it can find online. And it has a control panel for you. You can do edit, monitor, or if you want, let it fully automate from beginning to end of outreaching. And you can think of it as not just a tool, it's your teammate, one that will never get tired, will never drop the ball, and always stays on message. It has real results for real people. Our users are seeing 4 to 10x improvements in response rates. Why? Because people respond to relevance. One of our clients, for example, closed 3 deals in a single week after switching from manual to AI SDR. And it's not magic, it's the compounding effect of smart automation and personalization. And if this blew your mind even just a little, hit subscribe, like the video so you don't miss our next drops. And don't forget to check out AnyBiz.io. All links will be in the description. And your AI SDR is waiting for you. And that's it for me. Bye bye. See you in the next video.